welcome back to my AC Java class. In my last video, we studied about patterns. Do you remember that one? I think you all are confident to do that patterns. Let us study a new type patterns today. Okay, let's start. Read the question. Write a Java program to print the following patterns. What are they? The first pattern we can see in two questions we can see different inverted triangle shape pattern. But numbers are different. This row we can see 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. But in this one we can see 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5 like this way. That means here they are representing the same numbers in each row. But here they are representing the different numbers in different columns. Okay. In one row we can see different columns, same numbers here but different numbers. Okay. Let's start the answer. You know, when you start a program, we need to write import java.io.start because we need to import IO package here. Okay. Then let's start the class. Class triangle 5. Had given the class name as triangle 5 here. You can give any other name. Then open the curly bracket. Start a function like this with one argument. We know when you are creating a triangle shape, we need only the row number, limit of the row. This n represents the limit of the row. Here we have, in this question we have 6 rows. Okay. Then in this question this n represents 6 and user can enter the number of rows. You can give the choice to the user. Okay. Here it is 6. And how can you develop this program? See, we have 6 rows and I will take one for loop to represent this row. Int I represent this row, and what we can give, which value we can give the initial value of as I. How can you give? See, if you give 1, you have to print the same number here. But if you start from 1, we cannot give the same I. We cannot print the same value of I here. Because of that, I need to give another value. I will start it from 6. Next time 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If I give like this way, we can easily print the value of I here. Then you will get the answer. Because of that, I will start the value of I from n. Okay. I from n. Then I greater than or equal to 1. That means up to 1 we need I minus minus. Each time it is decreasing. Then I will show once again this one. To create the columns we need one more loop that you are familiar. Then we can give int j is equal to 1. J less than or equal to I. This is the triangle loop condition. Then j plus plus. Each time it is increasing. Okay. Then open the curly bracket. Then you can print like this. System dot, which value you have to print? System dot out dot println statement. Okay. Sorry, not println, print statement, because we need the values in one row. We need the value in the same. We need not be printed to the next line. Then you have to give the print statement. Which value we can print here? The value of I. In the first row, the value of I will be 6. Then I will give here. Then after finishing this much column, we need to give a system dot out dot println statement. Then how it will work, I will show. Then after that you need to close this bracket. This is a simple program. Then how it will work, that I will show. First, in first row it will take the value as 6. For example, it is not n, it will take as 6. Then it will come to this loop. We have this j starts from 1. Then first 6 1, it will print the first 6. Okay. Then j is increasing. That means 2. Second column also it will print the same value 6. Again up to 6 it will work, because 1 to 6 the value of I is equal to 6. That means you will get a 6 times 6. Okay. Then after that it will go to the next line. Then the value of I is decreasing. That means now the value of I is equal to 5. but j starts from 1. That means the first time we will get the same value of I 5. Next time j is equal to 2. Again you will get 5. How much you will get? 5 columns you will get, because the limit of j is equal to I. 5 columns you will get. Again it will print. Go to the next line. Again the value of I will be decreasing. You will get 4, 4, 4. Like this way. Next time we will get 3, 3, 3. Sorry. Then 2, 2. Then 1. Like this way it is developing. Okay. Then we just change the limit of this I in this way. If you want to get a inverted triangle. Okay. You know how to print the right angle triangle. Last video I explained. If you want to get an inverted triangle, just change the I loop values. Then you will get this pattern. I think you all understood this one. And what are the variable descriptions? I represents the row number, j represents the column number, and n represents the limit of the row. Okay, I think you all understood this one. Shall we do the next question? Okay, in the next question, what's the pattern? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 5. And here we know we have 5 rows, but 5 columns, but in first row 5 columns, second row 4 columns, third row 3 columns, fourth row 4 columns, and the last column only one element. Okay, but here there is one difference. What are the different elements here? It represents the column numbers here, but inverse of the column number. If you represent with 1, if you start from 1, we cannot print the column number here. Okay, then what we will do? We can just write like this. We have 5 columns in first row, but if you write like this, the column number like this, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you start the column number from 5, then and if you give the limit of that triangle, if you are writing a triangle program and using these values, you will get this pattern easily. Then I will show you. Okay. First we will start a function y main with one argument int n. Okay, and here also this I represents the row numbers. Here I will start from 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus. Okay, the same loop what we are giving for the triangle. But here the this next loop represents the column number. Then how can you give the values here? See, if your j starts from 1, we cannot print the value of column there. Then how can you start? J starts from 5 and j less than or equal to I. This is the limit of the triangle loop. Then j minus minus. If you do like this, we can easily print these values. Okay. Then open this one. Then system dot out dot print. Which value we have to give? J, because in first row we had different values and these values represents the column numbers. Then you just print the value of this column J. This J represents the column number. Okay, the previous program we printed the value of row, because in that program the values represents the value of row number. But here the values are representing the column numbers. Then we can print a J. Here we have to give print only. We need 5 columns. After that we need one new line. For that purpose we are giving the system dot out dot println. Okay. If you give like this one, then close 2 brackets. Then how it will work? See, first row I will take the value of 1. Okay. Then it will go inside. Then J starts from 5. Then first time it will print 5. Next time j is decreasing. Then you will get 4. Then up to 1 it will work. In first time n is equal to 5 here. First time I is equal to 1. That time j will take 5. Then you will get 5 here. That I will show you. I is equal to 1. J is equal to 5. We will get 5. Next time j is equal to 4. Okay. The same time I is not changing. Then that means j is equal to 4. You will get this value. J is equal to 3. You will get to 3. j is equal to 2, you will get 2, j is equal to, up to I it will work. The value of I is equal to 1 here, j is decreasing. First time 5, then 4, that means minus minus we had given 4, 3, 2, up to I it will work. That means the value of I is equal to 1 here, then you will get a 5 values in the first case. And the second case, see, j starts from, j is again increasing. That means the value of I is equal to 2. But j starts from 5. We know. That means in this one we will get a 5. Again j is equal to decreasing. You will get a 4. J is equal to 3. You will get a 3. J is equal to 2. You will get a 2. See, the limit ends. Then 1 will not be printed. That means this row, the second row. Okay. And if it is 3 up to where it will printed, here only. That means this one. Then if it is 4 up to where it is printed, it will be printed, this much only. If it is 5, only one column you will get. See, last one. That's this much it will work. Understood? All of you understood? Okay. Then the column numbers are printed here. You have to print it J. If it is row numbers are printed here, you have to print I. But if you are increasing, you have to start from with the 1 here. But here it is decreasing in each column. They have to start from the last value and it is decreasing. Up to 1 have to give, because this is a triangle. Like this way it will gel. I think you all got the logic of this program. This is very simple. If you got the logic, you can do if they are using different numbers, you can use write the program using this logic. If you understand the logic, you can easily print the values. I think you all understood. Here also I represents the row number, J represents the column number, and N represents the limit of the rows. Okay, thank you. If you understand the pattern logic, please share this video to others. And if you want to get the next video, just press on the bell button, please. And please subscribe my channel. Then only you will get the previous videos. Then only you can understand this one easily. Okay, we will meet in the next video. Bye bye.